Guys, welcome to my channel, Mr. Bill Codeman. This is what we're doing today. So we've got this the first demo that we're going to do. It's going to have an header, and the content is just going to be of the same size. So we're going to be using floats, HTML, CSS. Let's go to the second one. So the second one, as you can see, the columns are going to be of an equal. This is 25 percent, and this is 25. This is at least 50. So that's like 100. And yeah, let's go to the final project. Like and subscribe. This is the final project that we're going to be doing. No, this is just some late night. Let's get to the business. Okay, for the first one, you can open your text editor. Okay, so just press a shift exclamation mark, that's a shortcut, and press enter. But if you don't have a Visual Studio Code, you can just copy the code. Yes, and let's continue. So what do we want? We can start with these, the H1 tags here. This is an H1 tag, and these are P tags. These are P tags. So we're just going to say H1. By the way, you can just go by W3 schools and you'll find this. And anyway, just copy what I'm doing. It's one and the same. I'll post the code. So I'll try to do this in under, let's just say 25 minutes. I feel like if the video takes longer than 25 minutes, then we're doing too much. Unless we're doing a big project, then the video can take longer than 25 minutes. But for this one, just do 25 minutes is okay. So these are just P tags. I'll just make this bigger so that you can see the code. But you don't really need to copy all this. But yeah, I feel like you've seen the whole code. Let's just break this down. Yes, this is much better. And yeah. So if you've got the lifesaver extension, you can just go. Let me switch this off. You can press here, but if you don't have the lifesaver extension, you can just go here and write lifesaver. It's supposed to appear down here. Anyway, this is taking, yeah, so you can just get this one right here and you'll be done. You'll be with me on the same page. So let's close this and let's continue. So just press this and it's going to show you in the browser here. So as you can see, this is what we have right now. This is not looking nice, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to show how to use floats, and the text decoration is going to come later in the other steps. So we've finished with this part. Now we have to start this part. Okay, the header. Let's just say, we're going to say, let's make a class. So with the class, you start with a dot. Then, yeah, that's how the class is. But if it was an ID, you just say ID. But this is a class. Classes can be used over and over and over, while an ID cannot be used over and over and over. So it's just say that. Yeah, let me just put it in an H1 tag and say, by the way, there's H1 up to I don't know, H6 or H7, something like that. You can just go and read it by the WT schools. So I think we're done with the header tag. Now we have to make these columns. And finally, we have to do this footer. Just make this look bigger. So yeah, let's do the columns. So we can have another div. We'll call this row. You can call it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But I'm just doing this so that it can be easier. So we're going to say column. Don't forget the dot because this is a class. Yeah, so it's just and yeah. So you just copy and paste this. Paste because there are three, so meaning is three. So let's just take this there. The next thing we're going to say, we're going to put column here. Okay. Let's copy and paste this. Let's see what it's showing us here. So this is what you're getting. We're just doing the HTML part. Then we're going to go to CSS. So let's do the footer. What is the footer? This right here. This is the footer. Let's do the footer. Same thing. You need a div, and it was a class of footer. Same thing. Press enter. We're just going to say footer here. We can put it in a p tag if you want to. P tag. Going to say footer. Let's see how this is looking. Yeah, this is okay. Let's start working. This is the CSS part now. You write the CSS in the head. This is the head. This is the opening tag. This is the closing tag. You put your CSS here, but if you want, you can put it in an external document. We'll do that in later videos. So what do we want to target? Let's want to target this head. So we're just going to get this copy. But this is a class, you have to use a dot. Yes, please. Open. So what do we want this to have? So want some padding, want some background, let's just go background so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the background color, but you can also have a background image, but we'll leave that for, let's just say dark gray. I feel like that's dark gray or something. Yep, the color should appear. Yes, this is okay. So the padding, you're going to see how this is going to go when we put the padding. Let's just say 10 pixels up, down, left, right. Straight. Yep, that is 10. This you can see there is space here inside. That is the padding. Padding works inside, margin works outside. We're going to show you that. Let's just do the margin. Let's just imagine 10 pixels up, down, left, right. Although you usually get up, down 10 pixels. Let's just say left, right 20 pixels. Yeah, I feel like that's okay, but I don't feel like we need any margin for this thing. We're just going to make this disappear. Let's say text align center. So the text will go in the center. Okay, this is okay. Let's check and see if we're on point. Okay, so as you can see, the font size is larger and our font size is small. Let's change. Let's make the font size bigger and the font family also. This is not, this is sans serifs, I think, but we want to make it Arial. So let's say font size 40 pixels. That is okay. Just a little bit larger, you can just make it at 25 is okay. I feel like 25 is okay. Yeah, that is okay. So yeah, we're done with this. Now let's start working on these guys here. We need these guys to be, let me show you. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to target these guys. But before we target these guys, we have to make sure we clear the float because we do not want it to affect the footer, but I'll show you what I mean. Let's target the guys. We're going to say dots because that's a class and say, let's just say column. So what do we want here? So let's just say column, the width, let's dot, let's just say left. Um, let's give it some padding, 20 pixel, as you can see. So this is what I was talking about. It's affecting the footer because we've not cleared the float. You have to clear the float in order for other elements to be in their position. So let's just do the clearing of the floats. That is why we've got this. This is the reason of this class here. This is just for clearing the floats because this is the closing div, opening div. So this will take care of the float and it will not affect this div right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's just say row, you use that. Then you're going to say after, and you're going to do that. You're going to say content. This is just the way you clear floats. You just have to memorize this. So I'm going to make this an empty. Then we're going to say display. You can say block or you can say table. It does not really matter, but I'll just use table in this one. Table. The next thing I'm going to say is clear. You're going to clear for both. That's just the way it is. Okay, as you can see, this guy has come back to position. That's how you clear the problem. Let's do this. Let's give it some background color. The column here. I feel like the width is okay since it's going to be the same. So I feel like we're just going to have to say width. You're going to say 33.3 because that is 33.3 times 3. That is close to 99 point something. That is okay. It will look the same. 33.33. That's percentage. Yeah, but let's just do this. That is okay. We're going to fix that. The column is still just okay. Background color. Let's just say hashtag AAA. We need to have another class just for these colors, so we can put these colors just right inside there. It doesn't really matter. So we're just going to say A. You can do this, and let's just say B, and let's just say C. One and the same thing. Then we're just going to say A, give it a different color, B, give it a different color, C, give it a different color. Okay, so we're going to say dot A. We're going to get this color. Where is the color? I'm just changing the background color for these guys. Nothing special here. So guys, like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. I'll be uploading on a daily basis. Okay, let's go for C. So flat left, we've got the width. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure these guys just align themselves. Yeah, something like this. This is what I was looking for. So what do we do next? Let's just check how this is looking. So this is okay. Let's just take care of the footer, then we can take care of whatever is next. We can also put in the width, the height. The width is already there. We need the height. Let's just say height. Mm, the 100 pixel. Let's just say 200 pixel. Yeah, that is okay. Although we put some space there, which is we can take care of that. Let's just continue with what we're doing. Next, we need the footer. So this is what we're talking about. We're going to style this now, the footer. So let's just say, because that is a class dot footer. Hope this video doesn't take too long. So background, okay, I'll just say red so that you can see. Okay, that is not nice. So let's just gray, I guess. Let's give it some padding. Let's just say 10 pixel, 20 pixel. So the 10 pixel is for up and down, up, down, the 20 pixel left, right. Yeah, you get the point. So as you can see, this is looking nice. This is like almost complete. The only problem is that I feel like there's some space that we do not need here. That is the only problem. Otherwise, we are done. Let's just take care of this. Let's check the file. Yeah, so let's take care of that. How do we take care of this problem? So let's just try to make sure the width is a little bit bigger just because let's see what happens. Anyway, that wouldn't work. Yeah, that solves the problem. So make sure it's 33.3. And I feel like we're done for the first project. If you need the code, just okay, I'll post it on my I'll post it. Yeah, that's if I get a lot of views and you guys say you want the code, then I'll just post you the code. But this is what we have so far. Okay, let's go to the next project, guys. We don't have all day. Like and subscribe for more content. So what are we looking at next? Hmm. What are we looking at next? So we're done with the double, the one that has equal sides. Now we're going to have the one that does an equal sides. And an equal sides, I feel like that's one and the same. But let me just do it just because it is what it is. So let's make this full. So as you can see, this is larger than these two. This is like 25, this is 25, this is 50. So let's just do that. But I feel like this is not, this is boring because but I feel like some of you need to see. I just want to do the final project. The final project is much more interesting. I wonder if I can just go code for like an hour straight or like 2 hours straight. So let's start with the same situation. We're going to have the header. I feel we have the header, but let's start with these guys here. And yes, I forgot to change the font family that I'll show you in this one. So there's an H1. And I also forgot to show you some, yeah, so I definitely need to do this one just because I forgot to do something. So I didn't prepare before starting. I just started. It's a freestyle situation. I'm just doing what you gotta do. But in this one, I'll make sure I show you what I was supposed to show you. So now let's go for the P tags. Let's just copy and paste this. So you can just make this go down here. Trying to make sure you see everything. Yep. The next thing we're going to do is, as you can see, the P tag starts just right here and the P tag ends right here. This is it. This is all the code that we have right now. So the final P tag. And I'm also going to show you this effect. You see? Now it drops down and it's stacking. This is what I'm going to show in this video. The first video was more of just making sure you guys are comfortable with the content. But now we're going to do a little bit of the complex stuff. Let's copy and this will be a little bit longer. This is part 2. So you can just drop this guy down here. Yeah, I feel like this is done. The top part is done. So let's just go to the divs. We're going to have the header div, and we're going to have an H1 saying header, and we're going to have the columns, I feel. But we have to flow to clear the floats of our row inside the columns. Yeah, make sure you've got the dot, and you're going to say columns, and we're going to have the ABC for the colors. Just copy this right here. Paste it right there. Don't know why my lifesaver is not working. Let's go. And post this right here. Make sure you change these because if you don't, the colors will just be the same. So the next thing we're going to do is this. Let's just go for the footer so we can just come and do a thing. The last but not the least, the footer. That's also a class. And it's got the P tag. We're going to say footer. And we also need to work on the footer because the first part we didn't actually do too much. So we're going to have column. We're going to have another column. And the last column. Yeah, I feel like we're done now with the HTML. Let's go to the CSS part. The usual, you put the CSS right inside the head. I'll keep on saying this until you guys understand. You put the CSS in the head or you create a document. We're going to do the second part in my next video, which I'm uploading like tomorrow, maybe let's say before 12 hours. Because over here, this is in the night time, but anyway, you guys will say I talk too much, so let me just start coding. So how do we do this? Let's get the header. The usual. But before we start doing this, let's just say box sizing. Say, let's just say body. Mm, font family, we're going to font family, let's just say area. Yeah, this is, you're going to see this is going to change. Let's go font family, let's say area. Voila. You've seen how how it's changed. Okay, so let's go for the other one. This is the universal selector. It's more size. It's a step. Universal selector. This means that everything that's in the web page is supposed to conform to its specification. So let's go into box sizing. This is more, it helps you, it maintains the aspect ratio and use the padding and all that. Yep. Box sizing, we're going to say border box. I feel like this is all for the setup. We can begin with design, but we can just say padding 0. This is like what you have to do before you start with the CSS and all that, margin 0. But if you want, you can do this, but this is more of just the way you do things. So you have, this is the default situation where everything is at the top and all that, which is okay. So let's get to the cracking. So in the header, the same situation with some background color, we're going to say gray. We can make it that gray, it doesn't really matter. So we need some padding. How much padding? Left, top down, let's just say top down, 14 pixel. Left, right, let's just say 15 pixel, it doesn't really matter. You can use other measurement units besides the pixels. You can use rem, you can use centimeters, you can use EMs. I don't know, there are too many of them. Let's just take align this to the center. Let's say center. Okay. And as you can see, there's no margin. We need some margin in the outside part of it. So margin, it's more of the up down part, up down. Let's just say 20 pixel. Left right 0 pixel. As you can see, it's looking much better. You can see it in the full view. This is how it's looking, but this needs to be larger. Same situation. The font size. You'll think I'm glitching the way I'm doing the same things over and over and over again. Let's just say font size over 30 pixel. And that looks much better, guys. You can change the color of the text by saying color, and you can just say white, and it's going to show you white. But I feel like this black is okay, but I will stay with white just because it is what it is. I think we're done with that. Let's get to the second part. Let's just create the clearing situation over there. You say after. If you don't say after, I don't, it won't work. It might work, but it's more traditional using the after. So I'm just going to say the same things that I've been doing. I'm trying to make sure you guys understand. We can go down night until the next morning. It's around the 23 something. It's almost 24 hours. I was supposed to be sleeping. I was by the homie's place while we were by the homie's place. The next thing we're going to have is display. We're just going to say table. You can say table, you can say block, it doesn't matter, but you can, yeah. And what else do you need? So with the content, with the display, and yeah, we need the clear. so it can clear both. And I feel like you're done with that. The next thing we're going to do is let's just so we've made this guy to take care of this guy, as you saw in the previous video. If you don't clear this footer will be affected. It will be somewhere on top there. Okay, so let's work with these columns first, then we'll just do the colors and stuff like that. Then we'll be done and we'll be going to the other part. So what are we saying? We're saying column. And by the way, this video has not been edited in any way. This is just straight from the start to the end. No editing. Let's go. So for the column, what do we need? Let's just say width. Okay, so this is the part where we column, we're going to say side, just because yeah, the ABC is not descriptive enough. We need something descriptive. In programming, you have to be descriptive. So this will be the middle, because that is the middle, of course. So when we're doing this one for the column, we're just going to say float. We're not going to give it with float. Where? To the left side. The left side is this side. If you want to go to the right, but obviously you know what happens. So what's next? So we floated the guy. Anyway, let's just go straight to the funny games. So we're going to say column dot side. So what targeting this one? Let me show you. Side this here and this here, but not this guy. So let's go. So going to background. Let's just say hash a. No, it's not changing. Oh wait, I've written size supposed to be column, supposed to be column. Okay, this is supposed to work. Okay, as you can see, it's working. Let's just say what's next. Float to the left as usual. Okay, we already have that. Let's give it some width over 25 25%. What else do we need? Yeah, let's just call the other guy too. We're going to say column. Well, we're going for the middle part, because all these have been floated already, so we don't need to really stress. Let's just copy and paste this. Okay, so let's just change this to something like a BBB. Yeah, I feel like that is okay, but let's try CCC. Oh, yeah, CCC. Yeah, that looks different. And let's change this 15. So that looks much better. How is this looking? Okay, this is looking nice. I feel like we need some padding on the left side. As you can, let me show you how this is looking. There's a bit of padding, as you can see. Padding. That's some padding. I feel like on top there is also some padding. Yeah, let me show you. I feel like we have no padding, so let's just put the padding there. But everything else looks fine, except for this. But let's get busy. We need some padding. Let's just say padding of 10 pixel, 15 pixel. Same thing there. But for this guy here, he has to reach down here, so we can just increase the padding, or we can increase his height. Doesn't really matter what you want to do. But we're just going to try the padding first. If the padding fails, then we'll have to do the other part. It's more of a testing situation. You've been prepared in advance, which is better because you get to see the programmer doing what he has to do without actually just making it seem as if it's too professional. Let's just put something like 17. Anyway, up, down, left, right. This doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Try to see how this goes. But I'll just patching top. That will work. But this is not an issue. Let's just change. Let's try them. Try this. Get the height. Height of the pixel. This is not going to look nice. 200 pixel. Anyway, I guess the padding is the thing that is messing this thing up. Nothing else. Just because I've tried all means and this is not showing. So what happens if we take away the padding? Anyway, still coming back to the same margin. Yeah, margin is the problem. Okay, that is what we're looking for. Yeah, just because as you can see, there is no space right there, and this is what we're looking for. The next thing, we're just going to make sure the height of this is much bigger. Let me show you. This is a different width than this one. So we've actually achieved our goals. So let's just make sure the height is much taller. So for that, we just go here where you know this is in all of them. We're just going to say 200. But yeah, that is okay. So let's go for the footer. Then we can just make it responsive and we can wrap the video up. So let's just say footer. We are going to do the same thing, parting over 10 pixel up, down, left, right. Then we're going to say background color. Let's say this one. Let's make this one 20. Okay, is this in the middle or not? Okay, that's in the middle. As you can see, this is in the middle, so I have to make sure this is in the middle. Let's go back to the drawing board, text align, center. And let's just go with this one, text align, center. So as you can see, this is almost, yeah, this is almost identical. The only difference is on this mention, this there is more padding, and this is much taller. So I feel like we need more padding. Then we'll be good to go. Some padding, some more padding, something like 50 pixels. So why do we put the padding? Come to the head. So we're just going to do this 50 pixel padding. Left, up, down, left, right, 50 pixel padding. Let's make it 60 so it can be. Yeah, and the height has to be a little bit, let's just say 100 just because the other one is much large. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, but that is almost Some other problem, the color is just, we can choose something different. Let's change the color. So where do you want to go? The header. Where is the header situation? Right here. Like whatever, this is okay. As you can see, this looks nice, but the only problem is it's not responsive. Okay, let's see. When you take this has to stack on top of each other. One, two, three, four. You know how we go again. Let's make this responsive, and I feel like this video is going for too long. We can make the other part some other time, but anyway, I'll just do just because it is what it is. So let's write the media query. I'm just going to say, so this is how you make a website responsive at media, like screen, and you can put only here if you want. Yeah, it will still work. Yeah, we're going to say max width. Let's say this is for on a mobile phone. Mobile phone is something like 600 pixel. So let's say 600 pixel. Max width. Okay. So what do we want to be responsive? You have to take what cells to be responsive. So want the column set and the column middle to be responsive. Yeah, so let's just do that. We're going to say dot column dot site. What else? Column dot middle. I'm just going to say that and say width. If you want to make it stack on top of each other, there's a width that's supposed to be 100%. And that's how you get the job done. And you wonder what the man, what do you think about that? So, here, let me just change this. Speed away. Trying to see the problem here. Um, I don't know why this is having the problem must be with this one. It's giving me some problems, so to say. I draw select Jean-Jean with 100% columns. Anyway, let's just try to delete this and see if there's a problem. And a problem is still there. Max with those 600 pixels. Anyway, I don't have a, let's just go to the drawing board. There's nothing we can do here because I can't remember the media query for that one. So what was the point? Where's the, it's not also here. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Anyway, let's just go and check for something. Meta queries, yeah, right here. We're just trying to see the, yeah, we're looking for something like this. So let's just paste this right here. No time for stretching. So you have to change this. You know, what have I done? It's already showing you that it's working. So just do this. We're going to say column dot side with column dot the middle line, and it's not what we're looking for. Okay, let me just change this. So this is working. It's already, you can see it's working. So the problem was I put the curly braces over there. These ones, you're not supposed to put those, just supposed to be like that. So we're going to say with the send. Okay, that is responsive. And column the side column. I feel like there's some problem over. Um, anyway, I forgot to put a dot here. That is the only reason there's a problem. So as you can see, this is responsive design. With the header, we've got the first column, and we've got the second column, and the third column, and we've got the footer. So this is responsive. When we make this bigger, this is anyway, this is not well. Let's just change the code. It's supposed to be max width, not min, just because it's going to edit the code. So yeah, now this is working as expected. So if the screen is on the PC, then you'll get yourself something like this. So if it's on the phone, let's make this 8 between 600 inches. Anyway, I wonder why this is not working. Anyway, this is not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be 600. Okay, now this is working. As you can see, this is working. Let's just make this large. And yeah, this is working just fine. Let's just try it one more time. If it works, then we can disappear. Okay, so this is working as expected. And let's just do the final project if we've got time. So this is the code, as you can see, from start to 30, then from 30 we can just 30 to 16, that is the code. So let's just go. Okay, let's go for the final project. And we can dance our way to the end. We go. I feel like my time is up. Is this still recording? Anyway, let's just continue just because I don't really care about the time. The next project is this one. The next project is this one. So as you can see, this one is not responsive. This one is just more of how it is. But the next time we do something like this, it's going to be responsive. Today I'm just tired. I need to go and sleep. It's almost 20, it's 23:31 right now. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. That is the header. And the H1, let's just copy and paste this. Okay, we're done with the header. Let's just go and start with the links. So those are an ordered list, something like that. So how do we do this? There are many ways we can do this, but this is an ordered list. Then we can have the first one. If you want, I can just make buttons. It doesn't really matter. So the flight. The next one is which one is this one? The next one is the city, the beach, the beach. This is the city. The next one is the island. Anyway, just copy and paste this. The next one is the food. So we're done with this. I feel like this needs to be in a div. We can put this in a div, it doesn't really matter. So what's the name of the div? Just call this navbar. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Navbar. Actually, those can be links. Yeah, I feel like this is better, but let's just it's much better. We just go with the links because at the end of the day, you won't tell that that's the way that it's not. You can just go with that, and the hashtag means that the link is not going anywhere. So you want to start from scratch. I'll just do this. It copy and paste this one. Put this one right inside there. You can change this. You can say Alt, then you just start pressing and Alt, the one with the ALT, the button ALT, and do this and do this, and go there and go there. Just keep pressing, press and with your mouth, then just tap there. I wish I could show you. Then you can just press the back key. Then you can press A. That's a shortcut. Yep. As you can see, they're already. Let's try the break line and just see, try and see if this can work. And you can use the break line. You can use the main ways to do these things. It doesn't really matter what you use, but as long as it works and it's not going to cause a problem per se, then you'll be okay. Same thing, yeah. You know, this works, but I'll show you a different one. When so what's next? What next we need to do? Okay, so this is the error section. We can just get this one also. Copy and paste this. So I'll just say hero here. Superman. EC heroes. So let's just say paste. And so let's just say an H1. And just go here. Put this one there. So the next thing is a paragraph tag. So this is for beginners, but you need at least to know the basics, not for you to follow along because you just be like, what is he doing? How is he moving so fast? How is he feeling so sleepy? It's like you gotta go in, and this is a pizza. But the next one, I will make sure I tackle things in a simpler way because I know this is a bit complicated. So just bear with me. So we even have the footer, which is quite unnecessary. Because I don't think this is more just, tutor. It is more of just a tutorial. Wait, press enter. So I just going to say, let's just say p tag. Going to say footer text. Okay, I feel like the HTML skeleton is done. Let's just see what we have right here. This looks nice. So let's just add in the CSS, go into the head, right style. So you start with the default, then the universal selector, you're going to say um, box size, border box. This just allows you so that when you're adding padding, margin, and all those things, they do not change the width or the height of the container, the div container or the P, whatever that is holding the elements. So we're going to say margin 0. Same situation. What we're doing? Margin 0. And we can put the font family in here. And we can also, well, anyway, since we use that, I thought we are going to have some things there, but I feel like, okay, I guess we made it. So the next thing is the font family because that's not looking so nice. And I think I need a sweater, but I can't just disappear out of scene because it's pretty cold. So let's just what do we need? Mm, not font size, font family. Let's just say Arial. But you can choose any of them. You can choose Franklin, you can choose this, you can choose system. Let me show you what this looks like. Looks like a computer. Hmm. Anyway, let me let me just make this bigger. So far, these are necessary. You can just cut this off. Let me show what I mean. Oh, and this is still going to work. It doesn't matter. Now we have the missing closing curly brace. So I just do this anyway. It's not what I'm looking for. Yep, and this is supposed to work as intended. So yeah, you can see. So guys, please like and subscribe. Let me just put on my sweater. Just think of this as a commercial break. Yeah. And I'm back. So let's get cracking with counting some commas, and these are these. Let's get cracking. Let me just put on my soldier. Because code have been coding for like 40 minutes straight. Okay, let's get to business. We need to make sure that so gray, something like a gray. Let's go with the header. We need the padding, we need the margin. As you can see, we've got this is margin, margin, so we need margin for this. We need padding because there's padding, there's more padding, there's less padding. That is just more the secret to this programming situation. You just need to know what is padding, what is margin, what is what is what. It is what it is. You just have to make sure you keep on reading and know that. So this is a great. I don't usually watch anyway. This color white. How are these things, eh? Okay, let's just say pattern over. Anyway, 10 pixels to 15 pixels will do the trick. So as you can see, you have that has done the trick. We, I feel like we need more matching, no more padding, just because this is way larger. This is just way too small. So we need more margin on the upper situation, let's just say 30 pixels. Yeah, that is much better. Yeah, let's just, anyway, we can just put the pixel, do the trick. Okay, that is okay. As you can see, there's no margin outside. We need margin for oh, there's just a margin. I think we'll just say 10 pixel. That is okay. Yeah, that is okay. You've seen this margin. What next do we need to do now? But the only trick is okay. So let's give these guys a color. And as you can see, when you over these, they're changing. Also need to make sure these are changing. You see? And we can put case pointer, although they've not put it. This is very boring. As in, look at this. It needs to have something like a case pointer. Otherwise, how are you going to know if you're selecting second level? So let's just make sure that the nav bar. So what are we going to say now? Bar. Then we just the headers. So we're going to say dot now bar with the a tag. Hope that is correct. And we're just going to use still blue. I don't care about the color that much. But if you really want to care about the color, we can just open the developer tools. But for today, I'll just use still blue because it's not something that will affect. Yep, that looks great. Okay, that looks awesome. So let's give it some margin on the bottom side. We're just going to say margin bottom. This is margin bottom of 10 pixel. The way that is not working. Let's try 20. Anyway, that's just simple breaking. We can hit it with the margin. If oil fails, there's always margin. Margin, I mean, margin of 20 pixels. That's what I can do. That does not look good. 20 pixels, it's just 25 pixels. Anyway, we do not need padding. Let's just move this. Here's how is this going? I'm trying to see how this is going. Anyway, I can let's get rid of these guys. These will start causing problems. But at the end of the day, I wonder what happens if I put two of them. Okay, so there's space. This is not recommended, but it's more of a faster way. But that's not going to look nice. And let's get rid of this. I feel like I've gone, I've taken too much time. So let's just say the headers. Let's try the margin again. No, that's not the margin. That's more about display, block. Let's say float left. I'll explain this later. Text align center. I wonder why I'm putting all these when it's already working. Mm, display field. It's already working. Unless we put the width, that's the only way it's going to make this put some matching. But at the end of it, they will still need to put width and all those other things. So this is more of matching bottom below 10 pixel. That's what we're looking for. Let's put the width depth of let's try something with the problem is with it is more of it's for the airtime, so it doesn't matter. The pixel, that's too small. 100 pixel. It's okay. Let's just imagine left. We need those guys to move that, to move margin left. Let's just say 10 pixels. Yeah, that looks much better, but we still need some padding. Those niggas, those, that's not 10 pixels. Yeah, I feel like that looks much better. Same. The only thing that we have left is this. This has been taken care of. But as you can see, what color is this? That's white. Let's just change the color to white. Mm, color, color to white. As you can see, let's just change to white. So the next thing that we have is these guys. But before we do anything, these guys and these guys. So let's just try this and just trying to see if this works. So I'm going to say float left, width of 25%, width of 25%. Okay, this is working. The next thing we're going to do is, hey, now I feel hungry. And I wish I will just finish fast. I need to eat. The next thing we're going to have is this one. We're going to tackle the arrow section. We're going to give it a float and the width. Then I feel like cool. So let's just say arrow, yeah, arrow, float. So guys, these are floats. That's how you make a website using floats. This is more of the olden ways. There's Flexbox, but if you want to be cool, you have to be with the olden ways. The olden ways. That's how you learn programming. That's how you do it. Where is the other guy? So as you can see, the footer text is right there. So this is working. Yeah, this looks okay. This looks okay. We can solve this problem by putting this in a div, putting this in a div because this is just going up all the way. But I can show you some code tricks, but I'll leave them for another video. So guys, let's do this. The next thing we're going to do is what do we need now? Let's just clear the guys. How do we do that? Yeah, let's just put this inside another div. We call this row, do that. So I'm going to get this heroes guy, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. Voila, one and the same thing. So we were just going to say, we're just going to get this one because it's been put inside here and it will still work. So just going to go on dot row. I want to say content. You know, the content is supposed to empty. The display is supposed to be table. So guys, if you've got questions, you can just ask in the comment section and I'll address them and clear. We're going to say both. Anyway, this was not what I was looking for. Anyway. This is not what I was looking for. Anyway, to see. Anyway, it doesn't matter because the footer is not even being affected that much. So let's just see what we'll do with the footer before we start taking drastic measures. So padding, padding on 20 pixels. We've got any footer. Okay, let's say background color. Anyway, this is the stress we're talking about, floating and situations like that. So let's just try to say clear and forget. And so this is working, but it's just working where that we don't want us to be. So how do we do this? This is the stress of using floats, but it doesn't mean we'll find a way. So what do we do now? Anyway, I've forgotten my own rules. Display. What do we do? So if you forget after, that means that you're going to have a problem that will just be big. Without the after, the float doesn't work properly. Let me show you. Look at this. That's what happens. But you don't want that to happen. You want them to be, so that's what happens if you don't use after. So guys, please use after when you're using floats. I've also learned something new. Now that is what we're looking for. So when it's like this is the way it is. This is looking nice. We can't complain. So let's work on the over effect so that when we're passing through this, the colors will be changing. How do we do that? Let's just go over here and we're just going to say, where is that? The nav bar. Anyway, let's just check this in the code. So put the nav bar and the attack. Nav bar attack. So I'm just going to get this. Copy and paste. Okay. You're going to say over. That's how we make sure. That's how you make sure that these guys will change when you're passing it. Let me show you. You have to use hover with this guy, this dot over here, these two dots. That's how you do it. So let's go into background color. Let's just say red and the color of white. But that's what the color we're looking for. It's just more. But I want to show you. I want to grab your attention. So look at this. Yep, this is working just fine, as you can see. Let's just put cursor pointer. I'll show you what cursor pointer is. Cursor. What is the pointer? Anyway, I don't know if that is the correct spelling, but as you can see, yeah, this you've seen the guy. It's changing. Anyway, that's what we are looking for. Yeah, I feel like we're done over here. Let's just see how this is looking. Yeah, we're pretty much done. The only difference is that the margin here is smaller and our margin here is very large, but let's see if we can change the margin. Do we even have margin? Let's check if we put margin. So that is the hero. So there's no margin. Yep, I guess it's small. Let's see the header. So the header has got some margin. That's margin bottom. That's not supposed to affect, but we've got margin left of 10 pixels. I wonder what happens if you take away this margin. I'm trying to solve this problem over here. Anyway, that won't solve anything. And we've got what else? Bottom, margin bottom, that won't solve the problem. Anyway, let me do what I've not done. Let's open the control. Let's open the dev tools. You have Control Shift C, Control Shift C. And if you go over here, you're going to see what is this? You're going to see a width of 300 and something. That's just too much width. Is that the width or that's not even the width? What's that? So yeah, that must be the width. This thing, the shade, the blue box over there. Yeah, let's try to go div navbar. That's where the confusion is coming from. Div navbar. So what is the div navbar? Navbar. So width of 100. Let's try 50. Anyway, this is a div now, but this doesn't seem to be working. Where is the hero? Anyway, I'm trying to see what I can do. No. Anyway, this seems to be okay, and we're not going to make this responsive just because it does not be made responsive when we're designing. So, guys, this is the end of the video. Like the button, subscribe, and comment. Mr. Big Godman, thank you for your time, guys. Subscribe. It will really mean a lot to me. Go to so subscribe as well. I think something like that. So, guys, take care. I'm going to sleep now.